Happy Pelham Road families and friends. We are so excited to be getting ready to see you guys again. I know there's been a lot of information that's gone out this week. We've had emails go out, we've invited you to Facebook groups, and so we wanted to recap a few of those things and share some of our plans. I hope that you did get the email from me about the children's and youth formation options. If you did not for some reason, make sure you check your spam folder, but then also let me know if you did not get that email. We want to make sure that everybody is getting all the details and staying in the loop. We've got some playground gatherings coming up. Our youth are going to be starting in person again. And of course, we have worship getting started again in person. So you should have received all that from either Angela or myself. And we are so excited to be able to see you guys starting September 20th. Our Sunday formation all through this COVID season has looked different. We had to figure out how to go digital, something that we haven't done before. And I just want to give a major shout out to Miss Eden for jumping right into the thick of it with us. She provided some wonderful, loving, and caring videos for us on Sunday mornings for our children. She's still going to be doing that with us on Wednesday afternoons. So we hope that you have enjoyed those, and please join me in thanking her for sharing her time and her gifts with us in that way with her wonderful lessons. So now that we're going to be having multiple services on Sunday mornings to be able to accommodate our space and distancing, we are going to keep all of our formation digital and online. So adult Bible studies will still happen online. They'll be posted and you can watch them and join us that way at any time. It doesn't depend on when you come to worship. That'll be online whenever you'd like to go watch those. And we're going to be introducing a new plan for our children and youth families for formation. And before I introduce that, I want to give you a little bit of background here for just a minute. I went through all kinds of curriculums. There are so many different resources out there now as churches are trying to adapt and figure out what to do these days. There's online stuff, there's email stuff, there's live. There's just so many options. It can be a little overwhelming. So I talked with some colleagues and some other local congregations. I talked with some of you guys and some families. And one of the things that was a common thread through all of those conversations, through the whole time, was how overwhelmed and tired our families are. It is a lot to adjust to, and it's been a season where things are just constantly changing. And whether you have been home all summer as a family, whether some people have been working and the kids have been home, it really has just felt like a totally different season. And now we've got back to school. Some people are full days, some people are hybrid, some days are virtual. Everybody's just really doing their best to hang on. And as a church, we really did not want to just give you one more thing to do. We didn't want to add one more video lesson to the plate or one more thing that parents have to coordinate or figure out to do, or maybe even another screen time for children to be jumping into. There's just so many different things to balance. We didn't want to just do one more thing. And there was no sense in us really investing in a curriculum. There's a significant investment for the church when we really didn't know if that was going to be the best fit for us or for you guys as our families. So instead of going with something completely new, we're kind of going back to the basics a little bit and really going to be focusing on what it means to share and learn and pray and deepen our faith through everyday practices at home. So as a congregation, we are jumping into a program that's called Faith 5. It's a curriculum, or not really a curriculum, it's a practice really that was developed by Dr. Rich Melheim, and he works with Faith Incubators. So you can look them up if you'd like to, and you'll get some more information about them. But it's a method of sharing conversation and scripture and prayer daily with our families. And it really just becomes part of the daily routine. It's that simple. It's deep and it's meaningful, and it becomes part of just the personality and the culture of your family. It's 5 easy steps. Faith 5 is share, read, talk, pray, and bless. So we will get into those more deeply in the weeks ahead. And right now I just wanted to share with you what our plan is going to be. So first, I want you to hear that you can do this as a family, whether you listen to anything that I say or read the books or join the videos or anything like that. You can do this at whatever speed and whatever pace, whatever way works best for your family. So feel free to customize it. There is no right or wrong. And the second thing is that this is a process. It may seem like craziness and nonsense at the beginning when you hear about it and you're like, oh, well, no, there's no way my kids are going to do that. There's no way. I have teenagers. They do not want to talk to me and share anything with me. And it's going to take step by step. You just have to roll with it and start somewhere. One thing is better than nothing, and we're all going to be supporting each other and trying to figure out how we can make these practices part of our family routine. So any little bit is important. Any little bit makes a difference, and it's perfect because you're starting something. So this week our goal is just to share what we're doing. You should receive this week, we're going to be making sure that every family gets a copy of this book called Holding Your Family Together. It's by Dr. Melheim, Dr. Rich, and it goes through the foundations of where this practice came from and kind of some of the psychology behind it and some of the faith development behind of it. So you'll get a copy of this book. You'll get some of the bookmarks that go with it that just have the steps: share, read, talk, pray, bless. And then we'll also be sending in your packets a children's Bible that your family can use. So when you get the books, go ahead and flip through things. Look at the introduction. Look at chapter 1. On Wednesday this week, I will share an introduction video from Dr. Rich. He goes through the process and gives a little bit of information kind of to go along with this. So I'll post that on Facebook later on in the week. And then each Sunday, I'll pop in with a little video about the chapter for that week and just some comments or some suggestions or trials or things that have worked as we've started doing some of this around here. So please hear me. This is really... We're trying really hard not to make this just one more thing to do. It's really not. I know you get a book and it feels like homework and all of that kind of stuff. Take it at your own rate, whatever you need to do. It will become a part of your family. I promise. It really is crazy how transformational it can be. And it may take us a few weeks to get there, and it's going to look a little bit different for everybody. But it's really up to you how it works best for your family. And I promise that you will experience God in these conversations and in sharing this.